What if I told you there was a hockey player who could control the puck as if it were attached to his stick? A player who was not the biggest on the ice yet became one of the most feared due to his combination of skill and toughness. A player who fought through severe foot injuries, injuries that would have ended most careers, yet still managed to become a two-time Stanley Cup champion, an Olympic gold medalist, and a Hockey Hall of Famer. This player is, of course, none other than Peter Forsberg. To understand how he became one of the greatest hockey players of all time despite his relatively smaller size and persistent injury struggles, we need to go back to Örnsköldsvik, Sweden in the early 1980s. Before we dive into his journey, I want to mention that these videos require countless hours of research, writing, and editing, all done by just one person. If you enjoy learning about hockey legends like Forsberg, hitting the like button and subscribing would mean the world to me. Now, let's get back to our story and explore how a young kid from Sweden became one of the most complete players the NHL has ever seen. Throughout his childhood, young Peter trained under his father, Kent Forsberg, who coached the local team, Modo Hockey. Kent emphasized puck control and vision over raw speed and shooting. This philosophy shaped Peter's playing style, allowing him to compete against much older players. By the age of 16, he was already facing grown men in Sweden's second division. While many players relied on physical strength to dominate, Forsberg used his balance and awareness to protect the puck. His exceptional talent caught the attention of scouts when he recorded an astonishing 102 points in just 39 games during the 1992-93 season with Modo. Despite his undeniable skill, many NHL scouts were concerned about his size. Standing at 6 feet tall and weighing around 205 pounds, he was not the prototypical NHL power forward. However, what he lacked in size, he compensated for with his hockey intelligence and toughness. Former NHL player Håkan Loob, who had returned to Sweden, frequently practiced with Forsberg and shared a simple but invaluable lesson. The puck always moves faster than the player. This idea transformed Forsberg's approach to the game. Instead of attempting to skate through opponents, he mastered the art of making perfectly timed passes. He also leveraged his lower body strength to shield the puck in ways that larger players could not. Teammates were in awe of his ability to maintain possession, even against significantly bigger opponents. His father, Kent, also pushed him to develop a well-rounded game. "If you cannot play both ends of the ice, you cannot play at the highest level," he often told Peter. Unlike most young stars who focused solely on scoring, Forsberg embraced defensive responsibilities as well. This balanced approach paid off when he led Sweden to gold at the 1992 World Junior Championship, setting a tournament record with 31 points in just 7 games, a record that still stands today. Swedish hockey legend Börje Salming called it the most dominant performance I have ever seen from a junior player. Forsberg was not just talented, he was fearless. Despite not being the biggest player on the ice, he threw his body into opponents much larger than him, earning the nickname Foppa, a shortened version of his first name. By age 20, many experts already considered him Sweden's best player. Former national team coach Connie Evansson even remarked, "I have never seen a player who controls the game like Peter does at such a young age." When Forsberg was selected 6th overall in the 1991 NHL draft by the Philadelphia Flyers, most hockey fans had never heard of him. His selection shocked many, with Flyers general manager Russ Farwell justifying the pick by saying, "We found a special player that nobody else knows about." However, Forsberg never played a single game for the Flyers. Just a year later, in one of the most significant trades in NHL history, he was sent to the Quebec Nordiques as part of the blockbuster Eric Lindros deal. At the time, Forsberg was seen as just one piece of a massive trade package rather than the centerpiece. While many expected him to join the NHL immediately, he chose to remain in Sweden for 3 more years. "I was not ready mentally or physically," Forsberg later admitted. "I needed to grow stronger and refine my game." His decision raised eyebrows, with some North American critics questioning whether he could handle the NHL's physicality. By the time he finally arrived for the 1994-95 season, the Nordiques had assembled a young and talented roster. However, due to a league-wide lockout, his first season was shortened to just 47 games, giving him extra time to adjust to the smaller North American rinks. "In Sweden, I had more space and time," Forsberg said. "Here, everything happens faster, and guys finish their checks hard." The early weeks of his NHL career were physically punishing. "I was getting hit more than I ever had in my life," he admitted. Fortunately, veteran Swedish teammate Mats Sundin helped him adjust, guiding him through life in the NHL. "Mats made everything easier for me," Forsberg recalled. "Without him, I might have been lost." Once the season started, Forsberg wasted no time making an impact. In his first NHL game, ironically against the Flyers, he scored his first goal and added an assist. His style of play immediately stood out. While most European players were known for finesse, Forsberg combined his skill with a rugged physical presence. "I have never seen a European player hit like that," Flyers defenseman Kevin Haller said after that game. "He plays like a Canadian." Forsberg finished his rookie season with 50 points in 47 games, but what impressed experts the most was his complete game, his defensive awareness, physicality, and ability to elevate the play of those around him. His performance earned him the Calder Trophy as the NHL's top rookie, making him just the 5th European player to receive the honor. By the end of his first season, the hockey world knew Peter Forsberg was special. Nordique's head coach Mark Crawford put it best. "Some players take years to figure out how to play in this league. Peter needed about 2 weeks. Then, just as his career was taking off, a major shift occurred. The Nordiques relocated to Denver, becoming the Colorado Avalanche. This meant a new city, new fans, and a fresh start for Forsberg. However, an even greater challenge awaited him. Early in the 1995-96 season, Forsberg suffered a serious thigh bruise after crashing into the boards. What should have been a minor injury became life-threatening when internal bleeding caused severe swelling. Doctors later revealed he was at risk of losing his leg if not treated immediately. "I went from playing the best hockey of my life to wondering if I would ever play again," Forsberg said. The injury sidelined him for 11 games. But more importantly, it marked the beginning of a career plagued by physical setbacks. Determined to recover, Forsberg worked with team psychologist Cal Botterill to develop mental resilience. "Cal taught me to focus only on what I could control," Forsberg explained. "I could not control injuries, but I could control my attitude and preparation." When he returned, he played without hesitation. His defining moment came during the 1996 Western Conference Finals against the heavily favored Detroit Red Wings. In Game 3, he delivered a historic performance, scoring a natural hat trick in the first period. "Sometimes the puck just follows you," Forsberg said. "But I also believe that when you play without fear, good things happen." With Forsberg leading the way, the Avalanche eliminated the Red Wings and advanced to the Stanley Cup Finals. In Game 2, he showcased his all-around game, scoring a goal, setting up another, blocking shots, and delivering a crushing hit that sidelined Florida Panthers star Rob Niedermayer. By the end of the 1996 playoffs, Forsberg had established himself as a superstar. His unique blend of skill and power was unlike anything the NHL had seen before, and this was just the beginning. This revision improves clarity, structure, and professionalism while keeping the original meaning intact. Let me know if you need further refinements.